Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let me offer millions of obeisances, lotus feet of Gurudev. Upon Guru Varga, Nama Nishta Santa Nilta Vichana Kamada, Nitapati Dandavat. Past, present, future, Allah Vaishnava, Tavad Dandavat Pranam. Vancha Kalpataro Vyascha Krupa Sindhu Hevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo. Dandavat Pranam to everybody. Now, today is Saturday. Mangalore, 31st, right? Last day of August. 3rd September is New Moon Day. 7th is Advaita Patni, Sri Sita Devi's appearance day. 10th September is Lalita Saptami. 11th September Sri Radha Ashtami Vrata. Then 15th September is Vijaya Mahadvasi, Vamana Dvasi Upvasa. 16th September, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's appearance day. 17th, Srila Namacharya Haridas Thakur's disappearance day. 18th is the Vishwarupa Mahotsavam. That is end of the 2 months. Chaturmasa, 3rd month begins. Then Kartik starts from 17th October till 15th November. So Radhashtami is right in the corner, 11th September. So Radha's prayers many Radha's prayers. Let me see. Amala Kamala Kantim Neelavastram Sukesham Shashadara Samavaktram Kanjanakshim Manojnam Dhana Yuga Gata Mukta Damadiptam Kishorim Rajapati Sutakantam Radhika Mashrayaham Radhe Vrindavanadishware Radhe Vrindavanadishe Karunamritavahini Krupaya Nija Padabjadasyam Mayam Pradiyatam. So, Radharani we pray. Radharani is very, we are actually related to Radharani, right? Remember we were telling triangle and then one down triangle. Up triangle is Krishna, Balarama, Paramatma, right? Another triangle down. Radharani, Yogamaya and Jivatma. So Krishna, Radha, Balarama Yogamaya, then Paramatma Jivatma. This way. So we are related to Shakti. That's why when we pay obeisances, our left side is towards Radha and Krishna. Pay obeisance Gurudev, we go straight. Or to Lord Shiva. Vaishnavas, any Vaishnavas, yes, straight. So, this is very. Our Gurudev says, without Radhe, Krishna is also Nirvishesha. His power, She has appeared in three forms. What do you say? It comes in the form of Krishna Shakti, Radhini, then mantra also. Radha, there are three personalities, three Swarupa personality. She, in the Sri Krishna's limbs, she is the Shakti. Then Ananda Vardhanakari, Sri Radha. Ananda Vardhanakari, increasing pleasure potential in Krishna. Then mantra, she is in the form, in these three forms. In these three forms, the root is Ananda Vardhanakari Radha. Sri Krishna's unlimited praises. In this one, three, they are important ones. The Lakshmis in Vaikunta, Dwarka's Mahishis. Dwarka, Mahishi meaning all the Krishna's 16,008 wives. Starting with Rukmini, Satyabhama. They are main 8 and they are remaining. Then Rajagopis. All these three forms of Kantas, the lovers of Krishna, they all expand from Sri Radha. And she is the everybody's root, Amishini, root, source. All the gopis, all the 16,108 in Dwarka. Why? And all Lakshmis in all Vaikuntas. So Sri Radha's consciousness, her senses, and her body is made out of Krishna Prema. Krishna Prema. Brahma Samhita, it says. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavi Tavirya Eva Nijarupataya Kalavihi Goloka Eva. Like that, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Ladini, Tata Samvit Ladini, and also Samvit is the essence of that. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavi Tavi. This Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, Ananda is pleasure, Chinmaya is transcendental, Rasa, full of rasa. Happened. These Braja Gopis, and in that way, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, Murtiman Swarupa, in an Ananda Chinmaya, transcendental. uh, she is the personified Swarupa. Vrishabhanu Nandini, Sri Radha, Sri Krishna's Kantha, a lover. Uh, uh, she is famous in that. Sri Krishna, Brahma Swarupa. Radha, Ananda Chinmaya. Krishna, Brahma Swarupa, Ananda Chinmaya. Then Gopi or Amsha, Haladi. Gopis are part and parcels. Even though they Shata Koti, billions of gopis, Sri Krishna ki, Kanta Prema Swadan ki, Sri Krishna's desire for this happiness, this pleasure, happiness, is not fulfilled with even though billions of gopis. So through this we can understand that even though there are unlimited gopis, Krishna is not satisfied. From this we can understand the glories of Sri Radha. And Sri Radha is Ananda Rasa Swarupa. Her personality is Ananda Rasa. And then undivided Rasa Vallabha Rasa. Undivided, Akhanda Rasa, all kinds of rasa. Undivided Rasa, Vallabha, Murti, personified. Her truth is Rasa Yukta. Radha's personality is Mahabhava, made out of Mahabhava. This Mahabhava, Chintamani, this Mahabhava is like a touchstone. Mahabhava Chintamani. See, there are different kind of touchstone. Mahabhava Chintamani is one particular kind, highest kind. Mahabhava Chintamani. That's Tama. Is equal. Chintamani. Sama, Radha. Sri Radha, Sri Krishna's, she can fulfill all his desires. Akanksha, expectation. She can fulfill that. Nobody else can do that. Even then, Sri Krishna's in the Swarupa, in the personality, this material world creation, that desire is not there in Krishna. Because his only desire, his only karya, is only one. Mad Bhakta, Mad Bhakti Vinodena, Mad Bhakta Vinodaya. Mad Bhakta Vinodaya. Meaning, he wants to bring transcendental pleasure or happiness, or he want to Vinoda, meaning is like people very happily one together, talking, spending time. Like that, Mad Bhakta Vinodaya for his devotees. He wants to bring that happiness. That is his work, Krishna's. That is one and only work. That is one and only work. Even then, that common, that desire, sa akamayat. Huh? That's why this srishti, this creation, what he will do, uh, he will make through his part and parts, Karnataka Sai Vishnu. Through Karnataka Sai Vishnu, he will get it done. Not himself. So, who is Karnataka Sai Vishnu? First Balaram, expansion. Then Mula Sankarshan, Maha Sankarshan. Then from him comes Karnataka Sai Vishnu, Garbhada Sai Vishnu, Shiro Sai Vishnu. So through them, he will get it done. This Sushti. So for this creation of this world, Krishna Shakti, the power, the potency of Krishna, Sri Radha, she has become Mahamaya. So Mahamaya, Radha herself, she has become Mahamaya to bring this creation. Otherwise, not possible. So, like that. So, like this, Mahabhava Swarupa. Now, in there is a endless, Radharani, many lifetimes you will not be able to do. But some important things, whatever acharyas have uh, tell. Mm. Three aspects of Radha. What is our Guru? Gurudev is telling. So Gurudev is telling that three lokas are manifestation of the Dhamma. The first is Prakata Dhamma, where the Dhamma and its pastimes fully manifest in this world. Second is Aprakrita Leela, Thala, a spiritual world, where Radha, Krishna and Radha perform their Nitya Leela, eternal pastime. And the third is Drishyamana Dhamma, which is the Vrindavana on earth that we see now. The three Dhammas, right? One is Prakat Dhamma, where this pastime is fully manifest in this world. Like 5,000 plus years ago, Radha and Krishna together were there. That was a Prakat Leela in Vrindavan, right? Now, of course, they disappeared. They went back to the spiritual world. That is called Aprakata Leela, the spiritual world. It is not visible from Aprakata. Third one is Drishyamana Dhamma, meaning right now we can go to Vrindavan, even though Radha Krishna are not visible, but they did their pastime. So that's why it is called Drishyamana, that we can take. Jai Jai Gaur Harti ki Jai Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki गौरा बोलिए जाओ का जीवन गौरा करे गौरा नयने रतारा गौरा गलारा गौरा करे सारा गौरा वेदे सारा गौरा करीबन पारा गौर 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 गौरा गौरा गौर हरि की जय जय. So Prakat Dama, Aprakat Leela Sthala, the spiritual one, and Drishyamana Dhama. So at the present time, we cannot see Krishna and Radha. We cannot see their pastime. What are we seeing? Who are we seeing? Because we are covered by Maya, we cannot see any pastime. But we can hear of their pastimes and then understand, for example, that this is the same Govardhan that was lifted by Krishna, and this is the same Yamuna as in Krishna's pastime. This is called Drishyamana, the present version of the Dhamma. Hmm? What is Prakata Dhamma? When Krishna descended with all his associates, Rajadama also descended from Golok Vrindavana. Although both Prakat Dham and Aprakat Dham are one and the same, there is no difference between them. On the other hand, there is a difference. At the time of Krishna's Prakat Lila, when he descended to this world and played here, Yogamaya connected this earth to that transcendental pastime place in the spiritual sky. At that time, the beauty of that place, Vrindavan Dham, was so glorious. All those who were Nitya Siddha, eternally liberated, and Sadhana Siddha, perfect through spiritual practice, could go there and see Radha and Krishna. And those who are practitioners, the sadhakas, as well as those who had attained Bhava, could also go. No, this is the difference. Another difference is that although Vrindavan here in this world is same as the transcendental Dhamma, because our eyes are material, being covered by Maya, or in other words, because Yoga Maya has covered the Dhamma, we cannot see it. On the other hand, very high class devotee sometimes gets a glimpse of that Aprakrit Leela. In that Aprakrit Leela, there is no birth, pastime of Krishna. Okay, there is no birth. Abhimanyu, the husband of Radhika, is also not there. And Krishna does not go from Vrindavana to Mathura and Dwarka. Only the mood or conception of such pastime is there. For example, everyone in Vrindavan has the conception that Yashoda bore a son, Krishna, but there is no Janma, no birth pastime in Vrindavana. Only Navakishora, Natavara Murti, Krishna is there. So the ever fresh youth, Natavara Murti, the embodiment of the best of dancers. And Radhika is also there. This is the root substance of Aprakrit Vrindavana. In Aprakrit Vrindavana, there is only an idea that Krishna has gone to Mathura and Dwarka. At that time, the Vrajavasis are thinking, oh, this separation is very bad. We cannot tolerate it. In Prakat Leela, Krishna's pastimes is one of the material, Prakat Leela in one of the material universal. However, these conceptions take a tangible form. See, in Aprakrit Dhama, Krishna taking birth, going to Mathura and also is not there. Will not happen really. But there is a conception. Some here say, oh, he has gone. Or Krishna is the son of Yashoda. Actual birth ceremony and all that will not happen there. but it will happen in one of these material universes. Huh? Prakat Leela. Srimati Radhika in Aprakrit Leela. Huh? Srimati Radhika thinks I am married to Abhimanyu, but this is only a mood or conception created by Yoga Maya. On the other hand, here in Prakat Leela, that conception takes a shape and everyone can see that Abhimanyu is the husband of Srimati Radhika. In other words, in this Prakat Dama, Prakat Leela, everyone can see that Yashoda is giving birth to Krishna. There in Aprakat, although there is no birth, everyone thinks that Yashoda has begotten a child and that his name is Krishna. They also have the conception that Krishna has gone to Dwarka, although actually he has not gone, not gone. They lament, oh, Krishna has gone, he should not have gone. I'm feeling so much separation from him. Similarly, there is no Kamsa. In Aprakrit Leela, there is only an idea of him. So there, how can there be Kamsa, real Kamsa? No, you understand? So it only Kamsa. Rajabhasi think, oh, if Krishna goes to Mathura, he will fight with Kamsa and Chanura Mystica. There really no Chanura or Mastika there. Only the idea is there as created by Yoga Maya. In Prakat, however, these conceptions have taken solid shape and have become Chanura Mustika, Kamsa, Jarasandha, and so on. Only a realized person whose bhajan has come to the stage of bhava can understand these truths. I'm giving an outline only for those who want to advance, for those who have no worldly desires, and for those who are always thinking of these subject matters. I'm telling all these things in order to help them. This is called association. A man who is always engaged in making money, who desires pratishta, that is name, fame, and all other worldly attainments, who is always busy in earning his livelihood, cannot understand these principles. Still, I am describing them. I know that such high class devotees are very rare, but still I am speaking these things so that you can hear. In the future, you may be fortunate enough to attain that place, Golok Vrindavana. So there is no difference between the Vrindavana that manifests in a material universe, Prakata, and the Vrindavana in the spiritual sky, Aprakat. But our eyes covered by Mahamaya cannot see this. We have no conception of Aprakat Leela, only Prakat Leela. All the Leelas in Prakat Leela, however, are in Aprakat Leela, and therefore Parakiya Leela is also there. The root is there. The perverted reflection is in this world. In that mundane extramarital affairs takes place here. Radha has three aspects. As Vrishabhanu Nandini, Srimati Radhika is never separated from Krishna. We can think of their pastime as Nitya Leela Ashta Prahara, eternal pastime divided into 8 3-hour segments. We can think, for example, how Radha is meeting with and serving Krishna in Nishanta Leela, the pastime of Radha and Krishna that take place in the last part of the night before dawn. After Nishanta Leela comes Pratah Leela, early morning pastimes, and then Purvarna Leela, the pre-noon pastime. At this time, Krishna is going to graze the cows, and Srimati Radhika and all other gopis are looking at him from various vantage points. Krishna then goes cow herding, and the gopis go to Radha Kund and Kusum Sarovara to try to meet him there. They engage in pastimes at Surya Kunda and other places. They steal the Vamshi from Krishna, and he looks here and there. Oh, where is my Vamshi? Where is my Vamshi? Have you got it? Do you have it? Do you? Or you have it? I will search for it to see if we have taken it or not. And sometimes they engage in gambling pastime. Srimati Radhika defeats Krishna and all the gopis clap their hands. Later, when Krishna returns home from cow grazing, all the gopis are in Javat, looking at Krishna and performing arati from the corner of their eyes with their sidelong glances. After that, they engage in their Shayam Kaliya Leela, pastime at dusk. Shayam Kaliya Leela. At this time, Krishna goes to milk the cows after taking a light evening meal, and the gopis watch this beautiful scene. Srimati Radhika then cooks something in Javat and sends it to Nandagram, where Krishna, along with his father and all his uncles and friends, take prasadam. His remnants are then sent to Srimati Radhika, and later at midnight, Radha and Krishna meet. In this way, they are never separated from each other, except when Krishna goes for cow herding, or when Srimati Radhika is in Man, or when she experiences Prema Vaichitya. Huh? So, this Radhika who is always with Krishna is Vrishabhanu Nandini. When Krishna goes to Mathura, however, she is Viyogini. Viyogini Radha is actually a manifestation of that same Vrishabhanu Nandini Radhika. After Mathura, Krishna goes to Dwarka. And this Viyogini feels separation and laments. Where is Krishna? He is always weeping in separation from him. Sometimes at Uddhavakari and sometimes other places. But this only takes place in Prakat Leela, not in Aprakat. In Aprakat, there is only a conception that Krishna has left Vrindavan. There is no pastime of Krishna actually living. This is because in Goloka, Krishna neither leaves Vrindavan forever, nor for 108 years. Never. Rather, for the residents of Vrindavan, it is like a dream in
I
which they
personally love
think, oh, Krishna is gone. The third aspect of Radhika is Samyogini Radhika. That manifestation of Radhika who leaves Vrindavana and goes to Kurukshetra to meet Krishna and brings him back. You should understand that Vishabhanu Nandini and Viyogini Radhika never leave Vrindavana. Never, never, never. Just as Rajendra Nandan, Krishna and Rohini Nandan, Rama, Balaram are always playing in Vrindavan, never leaving it for a moment. So Vrishabhanu Nandini and Viyogini Radhika also never leave Vrindavan. Samyogini Radhika, however, feeling so much separation, Viyoga goes to Kurukshetra to bring Krishna back to Vrindavan. This is Samyogini Radhika. Now, Gurudev is explaining about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Huh? Radhika has three manifestations. Then similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna who took the beauty and mood of Radhika. Beauty and mood of Radhika. In other words, in taking her beauty and mood, Krishna came in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Sachinandan Gaurahari. For this reason, there are also three aspects of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu is always in Navadvipa. Always. He never leaves. This is why Navadvipa is called Vrindavana. In Navadvipa, there are 9 islands which contain the 12 forests of Raja. Vrindavana, Madhuvana, Talavana, Kumudavana, Bahulavana, Kamyavana, Kadirvana, Bhadravana, Bandirvana, Bilvavana, Mahavana, and Lohavana. Beside this, the 12 Upavanas, sub-forests are and 12 Adivanas are also present. 12 main vana, 12 upavana, sub, and then 12 adivana, 36. These 36 vanas, forests, are present in Navadvipa also. In Navadvipa, however, these forests are not situated in the same order as in Vrindavan. Some are here, some are there. Vrindavana, Kumudavana, Madhuvana, Talavana, and so on are situated in differently than they are in Vraja. Mayapura, for example, is a combination of Gokula and Mathura, where Krishna took birth and appeared. And Govardhan Hill is in Koladipa, where our Devanand Gaudiya Mata is situated. There the Rasastali is located, place of the Rasa dance. In the lap of Govardhana, Rasalila is so high class. Radha Kunda is in Rutudipa, and Bandirvana is present in Moduruma Dipa, which is on the other side of Ganga. In this way, all the forests are there. None of these forests are in Puri, and therefore it is Navadvipa, which is non-different from Vrindavana. All of Mahaprabhu's eternal pastimes in the 8 praharas are in Navadvipa, and he never leaves there. One prahara is the time of approximately 3 hours. Each day consists of 8 praharas. Now, Gurudev is telling another reason why Navadvip is non-different from Vrindavana is during Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, in the very early morning, he remembers the Nishanta pastimes of Radha and Krishna and weeps. Then a little later in the morning, approximately 6 to 8:30 a.m., during Pratah Leela, pastimes are done. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu meditates on the pastimes of Krishna and Radha that take place at that time. Radha is in Javat and Krishna is in Nandagram, and they are taking bath. Mahaprabhu is always meditating on these pastimes and weeping. Then in Purvana Leela, the morning pastime, he is meditating on the pastime that takes place then, in which Krishna goes cow herding. Mahaprabhu's whole life goes on in this way. In Svetadvipa, Golok Vrindavana, these leelas are eternally present. Here in the Navadvipa, that is manifest in this world. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's leela is called Prakata. And there in the spiritual world it is called Aprakata. There he does not have to go to Puri or South India or anywhere else. He is simply playing in his eightfold daily pastimes, Ashtakaliya Leela. In Aprakat Leela, in Svetadvipa, he does not perform his sannyasa Leela. There is only an idea of it. And here in Navadvipa, in this world, this idea takes a tangible form. On one hand, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu takes sannyasa, but on the other hand, he cannot leave Navadvipa, just as Krishna can never leave Vrindavana. So, who goes to Puri? A manifestation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only goes there and takes sannyasa. Sannyasa is not part of his Nitya Lila. Do you understand? It is like Naimittika Lila, his occasional pastimes enacted in this world. How? For example, the birth of Krishna in Prakat Lila is Naimittika Lila, and the marriage ceremonies performed in Dwarka also is Naimittika Lila. In Golok Vrindavan, there is only the idea that Krishna has taken birth, or in Dwarka, or that he marries. Similarly, in Svetadvipa, in this eternal realm of Goloka, situated near Vrindavana, There is no sannyasa lila. There is only a mood that he has taken sannyasa. In this world, that mood takes an actual form. And thus Chaitanya Mahaprabhu takes sannyasa and leaves Navadvipa to go to Puri. Now, what is Puri? It is Dwarka. How? Subhadra cannot come to Vrindavana. The sons of Vasudeva as well as Baladeva of Dwarka and also Vasudeva, Krishna himself, also cannot come to Vrindavana. So it is only in Puri that Mahaprabhu plays the role of a sannyasi. Where? In Dwarka. What need does Chaitanya Mahaprabhu have to go to Puri? This pastime only takes place in Prakat Leela, where that mood has taken a shape. In Aprakat Leela, there is only the mood of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taking sannyasa and going to Puri. But here in Prakat Leela, this mood takes a shape and really does accept sannyasa and leave for Puri. From Puri he goes to Sri Rangam in South India and there he meets with Venkata Bhatta, Gopala Bhatta and others and enacts so many pastimes. Next he goes to Godavari Tata, the bank of Godavari river and there he meets Rai Ramananda. In all the pastime that took place in Puri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was always in the mood of separation from Krishna. He was always feeling the moods of Radhika and tasting them. You should understand that this is similar to what I have explained about Krishna in Vrindavan. The Mahaprabhu of Dwarka Puri is a manifestation of Mahaprabhu in Navadvipa. In Navadvipa, he is always in his Kishora Leela, pastime of youth, and he never takes sannyasa. In Navadvipa, he takes birth, plays with other boys, and always performs Sankirtan. There is no Aishwarya there at all. In Puri, on the other hand, the pastimes contain so much opulence, reverences. Not everyone can approach Mahaprabhu. They must go to Rai Ramananda and Swarup Damodar and beg permission from them, and then they can go to Mahaprabhu. And what is Mahaprabhu doing there? He is performing a pastime of great Aishwarya. No one can act like this. Navadip Leela is the place of his human-like pastime, Narvat Leela. And Puri the place of his pastimes of opulence and majesty, Aishwarya Leela. In South India, he meets Rai Ramananda and hears from him. Is there anything to hear in Navadvipa? All of his pastimes there are Narvat Leela. In Puri, his form sometimes becomes like that of a tortoise. Sometimes his limbs become elongated, his joints disconnected and held together only by his skin. At that time, he becomes so long. This is Aishwarya. No human being can do like this. So another reason Navadipa Leela is like Vrindavan Leela is that it is Narvat Leela. Therefore, Navadvipa is the highest of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Dhamas and Puri, where he tastes the moods of Radhika and Gambhira is second in importance. Mahaprabhu's journey to South India is likened to Samyogini Radha. Why does Chaitanya Mahaprabhu go to South India? What is the need? In Aprakat Leela, he would never go there and leave Navadvipa. But in Prakat Leela, he goes to South India. At that time, he likened to Samyogini Radha. So we should try to know all these Siddhantas, or conclusive truth, and then chant and remember them. You should not exercise your mental powers to endeavor to understand them. Otherwise, you will be bewildered by Maya. So try to chant more. Whatever I am speaking is not my view. I am explaining the views of the Guru Parampara. They are rarely revealed truth. You cannot find such high truth by searching for them. But I have given you the essence of them and given some outline. After some time, you will forget that what I have said, but those who are very fortunate will not forget. Moreover, although what I am explaining to you is pure, we cannot take it in its pure form and pure sense. Your material conception will cover your understanding. You will try to understand them with your intelligence, but please do not speculate. Try to have full faith and pray that these truths mercifully manifest in your heart. These are facts, they are true. You should try to remember these very important things. And then I'll continue telling them. I do not know if in 10 or 20 or 100 or hundreds of thousands of births you can realize all these things. But still, I have given you an outline. This is what they told in Australia, 31st December 1998, when we went there. Huh? So, in Abhidheya Prayer Tattva, then now he is explaining. Uh, basic, we can go through this. Uh, he is asking, what is the subject matter expounded in Srimad Bhagavatam? What has been told in Srimad Bhagavatam? You know. So he's quoting Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Aradhyo Bhagavan Rajesha Tanayastadama Vrindavanam Ramya Kaschidupasana Rajavadu Vargena Ya Kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanam Amalam Prema Pumarto Mahan Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Matamidam Tattadaro Naparaha. So, the words of the Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, and so on are also flawless evidence in the form of spiritual sound, Shabda Praman. But Srimad Bhagavatam is indeed the foremost evidence amongst them all. Foremost among the Shabda Praman sound, spiritual sound. So the Bhagavatam talks, you know, expounds, describes three subjects Sambandha, the mutual relationship of the Jiva and Bhagavan. Sambandha. Avideya, the means to attain the goal. And Prayojana, the goal. No? Sambandha, Avideya, Prayojana. Sambandha meaning the mutual relationship of the living entity and the Supreme Lord, Bhagavan. Avideya, the means to attain that goal. And Prayojana is the goal. From the perspective of Sambandha, only Vrajendra Nandana, Sri Shyam Sundara, who always resides in the Vrindavana, is the supreme absolute truth. Paramatattva, supreme object of all worship. Param Aradhya Tattva. And the absolute truth, who is unsurpassed and unequaled. Asamordhva Tattva. From the perspective of Abhideya Tattva, the worship performed by the young brides of Raja is the supreme form of worship. From the perspective of Prayojana Tattva, the incomparable prema of the Vraja Devis alone is the supreme aim and object. These three subjects have been expounded in Srimad Bhagavatam. Sambandha, Avideya, Prayojana. Now, the Bhagavatam giving you evidence for the Sambandha Tattva. Vadanti tat tattva vidas tattvam yajnanam advayam brahmeti parmatmeti bhagavaniti shabdate. Those who are knowers of the truth realize that non-dual absolute truth is in three aspects. Brahma only as the characteristic of consciousness and in the first realization of that tattva. Paramatma, the extension of that chit consciousness in the second manifestation. And Bhagavan, who manifests as he who performs transcendental amarus pastime, the third realization of that tattva. That tattva is known by three names in these three states. Sri Krishna is the supreme truth, who is none, is one without a second. Advaya Jnana Paratattva Vastu. And alone is the Sambandha Tattva. Brahma, Paramatma, and Bhagavan are the three different aspects. Knowers of the absolute truth call that Advaya Jnana Paratattva, the absolute truth. According to their respective qualification, the Jnanis know Advaya Jnana Paratattva as Brahma, the yogis as Paramatma, and bhaktas as Bhagavan. That absolute truth is non-dual or one without a second and is unequaled and unsurpassed as a Mordva. He is not without features, Nirvishesha. Rather, he possesses features, Savishesha Tattva. The transformation of his internal spiritual potency, Chit Shakti, marginal potency, Tatastha Shakti, and the external deluding potency, Maya Shakti, are the spiritual world, the realm of living entities and material world, respectively. These potencies, internal spiritual potency, marginal potency, and external deluding potency. Although the living entity is transcendental, Chit Tattva, he considers himself related to the material body and material object. Spirit never becomes matter, but by the influence of the inconceivable potency of Bhagavan, which makes the impossible possible. The living entity considers himself to be a product of the three modes of material nature. This happens due to the deluding potency of Bhagavan. See, this is amazing. No? Even though living entity is not material, huh? It's transcendental, Chitta, but he considers himself related to the material body and material object. This deluding potency of Bhagavan. In accordance with their qualification, the jnana is called the supreme, non-dual absolute truth, Advaita Jnana Paratattva Brahma. They call it a Brahma, the jnanis. Brahma is the partial reflection of Chit or cognition, and in some circumstances it is said to be the bodily luster of Bhagavan. In Chit, however, there is an absence of eternal existence and pleasure, ananda. He who, being the size of a thumb, is present in the hearts of all beings as the witness to their activities is Paramatma. He is Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu, a portion of plenary portion of Bhagavan, and is the governor of all. Sat, eternality, and Chit, cognitions are partially reflected in him, but he is devoid of Ananda, bliss, eternality. Cognitions and bliss are displayed in their full form and highest aspect in Bhagavan. Bhagavan has innumerable incarnations, and among them are some are plenary portions amsha, of the Purusha Avatara, Karanada Sai Vishnu, while others are empowered incarnations, Avesha Avatara, and so on. All these incarnations appear in every yuga to protect the world oppressed by demons. Sri Krishna, however, in that form of Bhagavan, who has no source other than himself, Swayam Bhagavan, is in fact the root of his incarnation. Mahavishnu is a portion of a plenary portion of Rajendra Nanda. Sri Krishna, in this regard, Srimad Bhagavatam says, Yete cha amsha kala pumsaha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Madhyanti Yuge Yuge. Srimad Bhagavatam. So it is all of the above mentioned incarnations are either plenary portions or portions of the plenary portions of that law. But Lord Krishna is the original personality of Godhead. All of them appear on planet whenever there is a disturbance created by the atheist. The Lord incarnates to protect the theists. Srila Vedavyasji, by the influence of Bhakti Yoga, fully concentrated his purified mind and in his natural internal samadhi, he saw Sri Krishna fully and endowed with his bodily luster, his plenary portion and his Swarupa Shakti. He also simultaneously saw Sri Krishna fully dependent, deluding external energy, standing ashamedly behind him. Vedavyasji says, Bhakti yogena manasi samyak pranihite male apsyat purusham puranam mayam cha tad apashrayam. He fixed his mind, perfectly engaging it in by linking in devotional service without any tinge of materialism. And thus he saw the absolute personality of Godhead along with his external energy, which was under full control. Along with Sri Krishna, Vedavyasi also saw his internal potency, Swarup Shakti, and the direct bodily expansion, Kaya forms of his internal potency, innumerable damsels of Sri Vraja, his unlimited associates, and his endless, majestic, and sweet, human-like pastimes, such as the Rasa dance. He also saw the fall of the living entities averse to Krishna and the attainment of the service to Bhagavan by the living entities tending toward him. He immediately thereafter manifested Srimad Bhagavatam, the fruit of his samadhi, to the world for the spiritual welfare of all living entities. Yashyam vai shrugyamanayam Krishne paramapurushe bhaktirutpadyate pumsaha shokamoha Vayapaha. Lokamoha Vayapaha. By the culture of hearing and following this Srimad Bhagavatam, devotion to Rajendra Nanda and Sri Krishna immediately manifests in the heart, dispelling lamentations, delusion, and fear. Dispelling lamentation, delusion, and fear. Only then Sri Krishna captured the heart of such a bhakta. In this verse, Vrajendranandan Sri Krishna is referred to as the Parama Purusha, Supreme Personality of Godhead. It also establishes that devotion to Him is the supreme practice. Four-headed Lord Brahma, the original Guru, has also expressed the following Aho Bhagyam, Nanda Gopa Vraja Shukasam. Yan Mitram Paramanandam Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. Aho, Sri, Nanda, Yashoda, and other Gopas and Gopis of Raja are fortunate. They are really fortunate because you, the eternal, complete Brahma and embodiment of supreme bliss, are their own relative and well-wishing friend. The meaning is that the supreme well-wisher of the Brajavasi, Sri Krishna, is the eternal Brahman full of supreme bliss, Bhagavan himself. Nirvishesha Brahma is but the luster of his limbs, and Paramatma is but the portion of a portion of his plenary portion. Plenary portion. In every verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, Avideya, the means to attain the goal in the form of devotion to Krishna has been expounded. Therefore, Bhagavan himself says, Bhaktyam ekaya grahya Shraddayatma Priya Satam. Only by exclusive devotion is it possible to attain me. The devotees of my devotees are very dear to me. Bhakti evainam nayati. Only through bhakti one can attain Supreme Person. It is not possible by yoga or any other process. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna clearly says, Na sadhyati mam yogo na sankyayam dharma uddhava na swadhyaya tapasyago yata bhaktir mamorjita. Bhagavan Sri Krishna tells Uddhava, Hey Uddhava, the practice of yoga, the cultivation of jnana and vijnana, and the performance of one's occupational duty, japa, study, austerities, and renunciation are not as effective for attaining me as ever increasing and exclusive bhakti to me that is filled with love. The fruit of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam is bhakti unto the Supreme Person of Sri Krishna, which drives away lamentation, illusion, and fear. Lamentation, illusion, and fear. Such bhakti quickly brings Krishna under control. Even those sages who are immersed in the bliss of the impersonal Brahma are free from anger and false ego, still they worship Bhagavan with causeless devotion because his qualities are so sweet that they attract everyone to him by force. Atma Ramascha Munayo Nirgantapi Urukrame Purvantya Haitukim Bhaktim Itam Bhutagano Hari Guno. All varieties of those who take pleasure in their self, as well as munis who are absorbed in contemplating the self, are free from anger, false ego, and other spiritual obstacles. Still, they render selfless, unmotivated, loving service, bhakti to Sri Hari, who performs awesome activities. He possesses such wonderful qualities that he can attract everyone, even those who are already liberated. Those who are already fully self satisfied, like the four Kumaras, and who are devoid of any desires for enjoyment, worship Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Urukrama's lotus feet, with causeless devotion. Ahaituki Bhakti. Therefore, causeless devotion is understood to be the subject expounded by Srimad Bhagavatam. Causeless devotion, meaning without any motivation, huh? Natural to us, to all of us, huh? Spontaneous, naturally happening. Now is telling about Prayojana Tattva, the God. एवं व्रतः स्वप्रिय नाम कीर्त्या जाता अनुरागो धृत चित्त उच्चै असति अतो रोदति रौति गायति उन्मादवनृत्याति लोकभया. Saintly people who have firmly devoted themselves to serving Bhagavan with deep love constantly engage in kirtan of their most beloved names of Sri Krishna. When deep attachment, anuraga, arises in them, their hearts thoroughly melt and they become mad in love of God. They laugh and cry loudly. Agitated by love, they sing about their Lord in sweet voices. And just like madmen, without a trace of shyness, they dance and sing unaffected by opinions of ordinary people. The sadhu who maintains the vow to serve Bhagavan performs Nama Sankirtan of his soul beloved Sri Bhagavan with Bhakti Yoga characterized by Prema. Through this Bhakti Yoga, Anuraga, deep attachment, and the sprout of Prema, pure love, grows in the heart. That sadhu's heart melts and he rises above the level of general public. He gives up his shyness of the world, sometimes laughing and sometimes bursting into tears. Sometimes in a loud voice he calls out to Bhagavan And sometimes he sweetly sings of his qualities. Sometimes he starts to dance just to please him. These are the symptoms of prema bhakti, and this love for Sri Bhagavan is the ultimate goal. Only such prema is the ultimate objective. Sarva Vedanta Saram Yad Brahmatmaikatva Lakshanam Vasvadvitiyam Tannishtam Kaivalyaika Prayojanam. So, the essence of the Vedanta is described in Srimad Bhagavatam. Only this one pointed love for Bhagavan is actual liberation, Kaivalya. In other words, that prema which is performed for Brahma as three natures, the nature of his internal potency and in the supreme goal. Brahmatmaikatva Lakshanam. Sri Krishna is the non-dual absolute. The jnani's tree is heartily lusted as Brahma. The yogi's tree is portions of the plenary portion in the form of Paramatma. And the bhaktas, through their eyes of prema, have darshan of him as Bhagavan. The Rajavas is immersed in prema, serve this very non-dual absolute truth in his form as Sri Gopala Govinda. Even though Shastra refers to the one non-dual absolute truth as Brahma, Paramatma and Bhagavan, still these three names are not synonymous. There are some speciality between them. See, we hear a type of Brahma. That two types of Brahma have been mentioned in Shastra. Brahma and Parabrahma. Sanatan Brahma or Purna Brahma. Brahma. Param Brahma, Sanatan Brahma, Purna Brahma. Thus, Parama Purna, Sanatana Brahma is more distinct than Brahma and has a speciality and that Brahma does not. Similarly, Paramatma has a speciality that Atma does not, and Bhagavan, Swayam Bhagavan, has greater speciality than Paramatma. Some philosophers consider Brahma, Paramatma, Bhagavan to be synonymous words for the same thing, just as the words for water, Pani, Jala, Ambu, Nira, and so on, are synonymous. This consideration is not, however, completely logical. Even though water, vapor, and ice are all water in reality, they are not synonymous with each other. Each has a distinctive quality. The word water does not indicate vapor or ice. Vapor does not indicate water or ice, and ice does not indicate water or vapor. There is a gradation of qualities in them based on their characteristics. In the same way, Brahma, Paramatma, Bhagavan each have a distinctive speciality. In this regard, one can give the example of the sun or a mountain. When seen from afar, far away, the mountain looks like a dark cloud. If a person comes closer, he can see the trees, plants, and so on. If he comes very close, he'll be able to clearly see the complete form of the mountain and with its insects, worms, animals, birds, water, and scenery. Same way, Brahma is a very distant conception that is perceived through jnana. Hmm? And Paramatma, with the size of a thumb, is seen through yoga. By bhakti, however, one can have full darshana of the complete truth of Bhagavan, his abode, his associates, and so on. We cannot see the sun god, we can only see his rays of light. On the other hand, a person with the right qualification can have darshan of his form, his chariot, horses, and so on. In the same way, Paramatma and Bhagavan are not synonymous. There is some distinction among them. Sarva Vedanta Saram. The essence of all the Vedas is the oneness of Brahma and Bhagavan, or in other words, the combined or integrated intrinsic form, Swarupa of both. This Swarupa is one without a second. Advitiya was is referred to in the verse Vadanti Tat Tattva Vidas. Tannishtam means towards him. Kaivalyeka Prayojana means undivided prema pari. Him is the supreme goal. The meaning of Kaivalya here is not impersonal liberation because disregard for mukti is seen throughout Srimad Bhagavatam. ज्ञाने प्रयासम् उदपस्य नमन्त एव जीवन्ति सन् मुखारितम् भवदीयवर्थम् ताने स्थितः श्रुति गतं तनुवन्मनोवि ये प्रयासो अजितो जितोऽपि असितै स्त्रिलोक्यम्. Those who abandon the pursuit of knowledge entirely and who instead offer homage with their body, mind, and word to the topics of you spoken by pure devotees, dedicating their lives to these narrations while remaining in whatever social position they are in, certainly conquer you, although you are otherwise unconquerable by anyone in the three worlds. So, abandoning the pursuit of knowledge. Bhaktas do not accept mukti, even if Bhagavan offers it to them. They consider it very insignificant. In particular, it is said, Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Amalam Yad Vaishnavanam Priyam. Bhagavatam is the flawless Purana. This book is dear to every Vaishnava, but not to the Jnanis or Yogis. There is not even a scent of deceit in the form of mukti in it. Kaivalya or mukti cannot be the subject matter expounded in Srimad Bhagavatam. Yeah, the meaning of Kaivalya is Kevala, ah, exclusive or Vishuddha, completely pure. It is only in exclusive one-pointed bhakti that is here referred to as Kaivalya. The foremost one-pointed devotion, Ekantika Bhakti, is that of the residents of Vraja. Among them, the bhakti of the gopis is the highest, and among all the gopis, Ekantika Bhakti of Srimati Radhika for Krishna is the topmost. The Bhava of Srimati Radhika, who is endowed with Unatojvala, Ruda, Adiruda, Modana, and Madana. Bhava is indeed Kaivalya, and it is indeed the subject matter expounded in Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati Pada says, Kaivalyam Narakayate. If Kaivalya is used to refer to the merging into oneness with Lord, then that Kaivalya is as rejectable as hell. The Vaishnavas consider that Kaivalya to be hell. Such mukti cannot be the subject matter expounded by Srimad Bhagavatam. In particular, Sri Krishna is also called Kaivalyanatha and Kaivalyapati. In other words, he is the master and object of Ekantika Prema Bhava. Krishna himself tells the glories of wondrous prema of the gopis. He says, Krishna. न परायेऽहं निर्वद्य संयुजाम् स्वसाधुकृत्यं विबुधाय चापि वा यामहं भजन् दुर्जरगेह शृङ्खलाय संवर्ष्य तद् वा प्रतियातु साधूना. Krishna is saying, even if I had a life as long as that of demigods, I would not be able to repay my debt to you. Giving up the chain of connection to your homes and families, which is very difficult to give up. You have served me and therefore I have become indebted to you. Now it is only by your sadhuta, your saintly nature, that I can become free from my debt. There is no other way. This prema of the gopis is the subject matter expounded by Bhagavatam and Srimad Bhagavatam. Moreover, Uddhavji prays to the foot dust of the gopis. Ashamaho charnarenujushamaham swayam vrindavane kim api gulma nataushudana yad dushtayajam svajanam aryapatam chayitva bejur mukunda pada shrutibir imrugyam. Aho, Raja Devis have given up everything for Sri Krishna. They have abandoned the path of chastity, their families and the children, which are all extremely difficult to give up. Now they have taken shelter of Prema Bhakti for Sri Krishna. The personified scriptures, Shrutis, constantly search for that same Prema Bhakti, but rarely attain it. Let me just become a bush, a creeper, or a blade of grass in Vrindavan. Then I might attain the dust from the lotus feet of one of these gopis. His for whom even the Shrutis have been searching until today have been made into a toy in the hands of gopis. These gopis are worshipable even for Sri Krishna. The lotus feet of Sri Krishna are served by Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of fortune, and are worshipped in the heart by the self-satisfied masters of mystic yoga aided by Brahmaji. Yet at the time of the Rasa Leela, the gopis of Vrindavan relieved the burning of their heart by directly embracing those lotus feet to their breasts. Those lotus feet which the yogis meditate upon are unable to attain directly, are lovingly placed by the gopis upon their breast. The love of the gopis is supreme amongst all, and it is the supreme aim and object. So, like this, Srimad Bhagavatam, purely talking the pure love of Krishna. So, at the conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is also said, Tachuddam Vimalam Vishokam Amrutam Satyam Param Dhimahi. I meditate upon that pure and spotless. supreme absolute truth, who is free from suffering and death. Therefore, Satyam Param Dhimahi, I meditate on the absolute truth in the subject matter expounded in Srimad Bhagavatam. Nirasta samyu, samyatishyena. Nirasta means one who has no equal or superior. Nirasta. And that person is Srimati Radhika, the beloved of Krishna. Radhasa Swadamni, Brahmani, Ramsyateyam Namaha. In her own abode, she makes Brahma enjoy. It is not possible for Krishna to manifest Shringar Rasa, mellow of Amara's love, without Sri Radhamanandi, with the source of the original Rasa or Shringara Rasa. It is only in order to display the super excellence of Radhaji that Chandravali is a gopi opposing her, a Vipaksha gopi. In reality, however, she is but a manifestation of Radhaji and cannot compare to her. The Chandravali, we hear this. No? Now, who is she and why she is there? So, Gurudev, it is not possible for Krishna to manifest Shringara Rasa, the mellow of Amara's love, without Sri Vrishabhanu Nandini, with the source of original Rasa, Shringara Rasa. So, it is only in order to display the super excellence of Radhaji that Chandravali is a gopi opposing her, a Vipaksha gopi. In reality, however, she is but a manifestation of Radhaji. Yeah, and cannot compare to her. Bhaktivinoda Thakur also says that. No? Chandravali. In other words, she is glorifying Radha. You know, sometimes like you know, if you want to appreciate brightness, there must be darkness. No. In this word, the word Anvaya means meeting. In the Rasa Stali, Krishna is between two gopis, and there is one gopi between two Krishna. There is so much ananda in their meeting as Krishna ties their ankle bells and other ornaments on them. In separation, Vetireka, seeing Krishna's equal mood towards her and other gopis, Radhaji disappeared from the Rasa dam. After finding out that she had left, Krishna thought, if Radhika is not here, what is the use of performing Rasa? Therefore, Shatakoti Gopi, Harite Narila, Krishnera Mana. Sri Krishna is also left all of the gopis and disappeared from the rasa dance. It is Radhika alone who is expert in the 64 arts of Shringar Rasa and in Rasa itself. Therefore, she is the Parama Satya Tattva, supreme absolute truth, expounded by Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna is expert in Rasa Tattva. He is Raso Vaisa, embodiment of Rasa. But he is not expert in Madana Bhava. It was only to realize the Madanakya Bhava Srimati Radhika that he appeared in the form of Sachidananda Gaurahari in the age of Kali, accepting the internal moods and golden lustre of Srimati Ji. Swarat, Radhaji is self-manifested. No one manifested her in the state of Madana. All wonders are manifest together at once. Even in meeting, the mood of separation is present. Tene Brahma Hrudiya Adi Kaviya Muhyanti Surya. And Then when this refers to Radhika ji, the meaning is that she expanded the rasa of Supreme Lord in the heart of the original poet, Sukadeva Goswami. She is the embodiment of Srila Sukadeva Goswami's Guru, and Shuka is her pet parrot. Muhyanti as Surya, Radhika ji expanded in the heart of Sukadeva Goswami that rasa in regard to the Supreme, which even bewilders Lord Brahma, the original poet. Another meaning is that the bhaktas faint upon tasting the rasa of seeing the super excellence of Radhaji during the Rasa Leela and upon seeing Krishna's love for her at that time. Tejovari Mruda, the moon stood still, Yamuna became stunned, and stones became liquid upon seeing Radhika's super excellence or her condition in separation from Krishna. Their natures become inverted. Matter becomes conscious, and that which is conscious becomes inert. Upon seeing the rasa dance, the moon stood still over Rasauli, and the Yamuna became stunned. Although it is her dharma to flow, the general meaning here considers fire, teja, and earth as water, and water like a mirage in the desert to be the earth. Huh? Trisarga Amrusha, the three creation are real, yet they are temporary, not false. They are manifest by Bhagavan's Sankalpa Shakti, Bhagavan's desire potency, and therefore they are not false. From the perspective of Srimati Radhika, the meaning of Trisarga is from whom Trisarga, Sri, Bhu, and Nila potencies are manifested. Sri, Bhu, and Nila potencies are from whom the Lakshmis, Mahishis, and Gopis are manifested, are in whom Antaranga, Bahiranga, and Tatastha Shaktis are situated. In other words, Trisarga refers to Srimati Radhika herself. Damna Svena Sada Nirasta Kokam Satyam Param Dhimahi. Far above Mahamaya, in the brilliant external, eternal Golok Vrindavana Dhamma, Sri Radhika engages Nandanandana in enjoyment. She gives him bliss. This Para Shakti alone is the Param Satya Swarupa. And I meditate the Mahi upon her. This is the subject matter of Srimad Bhagavatam. The Gurudeva, amazing, amazing, amazing. How the first sloka is bringing out is actually about Radhika. So, Bhagavatam talks about Radhika in the very first sloka itself. Brings out. But how we can understand except through Gurudev's description? If he blesses us, that's why we have to pray for his mercy, godless mercy. Oh Gurudev, have mercy on us. Make us understand the glories of Radhika. Now Radhastami is coming. So may we always pray for her blessing, her mercy. She is merciful because it says, Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe Harinishkuta Vrunda Vipineshe Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Vrishabhanu Dadi Navasa Shileke Lalita Saki Guna Ramita Vishake Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Karunam Kurumai Karunavarithe Sanaka Sanatana Varnita Charite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Praying, bestow your compassion upon me. Oh, you who brim with compassion, you brim with compassion. Your transcendental qualities and character are described by Sanaka and Sanatana. Radhe, what is the meaning of Radhe? Aradhyate iti. Aradhyate iti. Lord Sri Krishna himself worships Srimati Radhika. And Radhika always worships him. When she manifested from Krishna's left side in the arena of Rasa Leela, she at once ran towards him to worship him. And he ran towards her. Radhe, Jaya Jaya, O Radhe, all glories unto you, all glories unto you. So, Madhava Daite, you are very near dear to Lord Madhava. Madhava Daite. Once Srimati Radhika entered a sulky mood. She was sitting on one side of Radha Kunda and Krishna was on the other side. The breeze coming from the Radha side touched the beautiful fragrance of Radha Kunda and also the veil of Radhika, not Radhika herself, but the veil which held her fragrance. Radhika is so fragrant it makes Krishna mad. And that breeze touched Krishna. My life is successful, my life is successful. So, such Radhika, such great personality, greatest personality. We pray for our mercy through Gurudev, because Gurudev is very dear to her, to bestow and beseech her to have mercy on all of us. So we'll continue. Vansha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai 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 Sri Radhe Radhe. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Namaskar.
Below, Google,